Imagine having a vaccine that would help children do better physically, mentally, and socially. It has no negative side effects. Wouldn't you tell everyone you know about it and make sure that every child was able to get this vaccine? Well, by doing one simple, inexpensive thing for a child, much like a vaccine protects them against childhood diseases, they will have a greater chance of avoiding many difficulties in life. The vaccine that I'm talking about is having family mealtime together. When I was a child, I enjoyed spending time with my family, and a lot of times we ate dinner together. We had a good time talking and laughing. Now, as mother of 5 children, I still think it's important to have dinner together as often as possible with those that are at home. Although some of my children are all older, we like to try and get together a couple times a month to help keep our family close. Now, children and families that have mealtime together are healthier. They don't have, they're less likely to have eating disorders, less likely to suffer from obesity. They have better grades in school, do better in reading, and they're less likely to use risky behaviors such as using alcohol or drugs. This will work for any kind of family, not just the traditional family. I'm going to help you understand how to get your family to do this too. So we'll all have well-adjusted children if we eat together as a family each day. All families need to have family mealtime together. According to an article on the website childtrendsdatabank.org, there are 20% of the children ages 6 to 11 and 31% of adolescents from ages 12 to 17 that have eat meals as a family 0 to 3 times a week. An article on obesityaction.org says that a lot of reasons for this is schedules are too busy with both parents working outside the home and children having so many activities scheduled. This can lead to problems such as obesity, eating disorders, poor grades, and a family that's not connected socially to each other. Luckily, the solution isn't as painful as getting a real shot. So how do we make mealtime a priority? A study on teen and adolescent issues determined that the single most effective intervention for the widest variety of teen and adolescent problems was also the easiest, speediest, and least expensive, the implementation of family mealtime. Other research discovered that girls who ate regularly with families in a structured and positive environment were less likely to exhibit weight control behaviors such as using diet pills, anorexia, and chronic dieting. It doesn't matter if you don't have the traditional family. This is for everyone. According to an article in the New York Daily News, they said that many of you may not have a spouse, a family, or children close, but your family can be any group of people, including a roommate, a more distant relative, a neighbor, a coworker, or even a teammate. In a report on the psychological study with children, those who eat an average of 3 to 5 meals each week with their families are better adjusted than the ones that eat only 3 meals a week. And even children of alcoholics, when they have family dinners, they're less likely to become alcoholics themselves. Now you have some tips. Let's have some tips on how to give this injection. And it gets easier the more you do it. I hope you're not exhausted just thinking about this, but let's keep it simple. It doesn't have to be a big holiday dinner every night. Grilled cheese and canned soup works just great. And if you can't make it for dinner, breakfast works good too. So make sure that you turn off the TV and put the cell phones away so you can spend time talking to each other. I know when we have our older children home for dinner that we enjoy talking about when they were young and about what's going on now. And the younger ones love to hear stories about what their brothers and sisters did when they were little and all the choices that they made, bad and good. So if you already have mealtime together, way to go. If you usually don't, start this week to do better. Talk with your family to get everyone on the same page. The FamilyDinnerProject.org has many ideas on how to begin and not be overwhelmed. And they also have ideas if you want to help other families begin dinner time too. Remember, it gets better with practice. The more you eat together, the more you're going to enjoy it. And remember, it's about percentages, not perfection. Just work on getting better each week. Remember that children and families who have mealtime together, they're healthier, they eat more fruits and vegetables, they're less likely to suffer from eating disorders, and they have higher grades than other children. Families who gather regularly around the table have more unity, and they feel like they belong to a group. And the ones, as they get older, they still remain closer. Remember, no matter what your family looks like, 2 parents, a single parent, or any other type, every family should make mealtime a priority. Having family mealtime together will have the biggest impact on children and adults than any other single factor. So, now that you know how simple it is to protect your families, let's get that needle out today and use it to make our lives better.
Oh, we're still here.